All right, welcome back. It's time for our discussion this morning, or conversation as it relates to traffic here in the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis. And we're going to be looking at headlights, that's what we call it, headlights on vehicles, the proper lighting, if I could put it that way, on vehicles this morning. And here to start the conversation and make sure we know all the do's and the don'ts from our traffic department is Sergeant Henry. Good morning once again.
Good morning, GK, and good morning to the radio listening audience and those who are streaming via the internet. I want to wish all women out there happy Women's Day as we are celebrating our day today. This morning, before I go into my topic, which is the lighting on motor vehicles, last week a caller called in about the traffic light at Birdwalk, and I said to him, as soon as I get off the radio station, I'm going to go and check it.
I remember that.
I went up there and I checked it, and if you're coming from south to north on the Birdwalk Road, there's an arrow that tells you can turn down into the Bay Road, and there's a solid green light. So if no oncoming traffic is coming from the north, and even the arrow is not showing and the solid light green is on, you can turn.
Okay.
You don't have to wait for the arrow to show you that you can turn right.
Okay.
Just like across by the museum, we have one by Rams. Down Port Zante, we also have one at College Street and the Bay Road. So as long as the solid light is on and there's no oncoming traffic, you can proceed.
Okay. So the same principle apply.
Yes. You don't have to wait until the arrow come on. If nothing is coming, you turn.
All right.
So that is what happened.
Okay. Well, I hope he's listening, and I hope he understands as well.
Okay, so this morning I'll be talking about lighting on motor vehicles. And all motor vehicles other than a motorcycle are required to have a minimum of 2 headlamps or headlights to the front and a minimum of 1 rear light to 1 red light to the rear. The rear from these headlights should be uncolored. Not colored, mind, uncolored. They mean they should be white. Proper lighting is necessary for the safe operation of motor vehicles on the road at night. All road users are affected by the lighting in some way. Hence, the use of a light on motor vehicle at night must be regulated. So if you're coming and somebody's coming and they have on the high beam, you won't be able to see. So just dim your light and let the person just show road courtesy to each other. Because if both of us have on our high beam, somebody might get in an accident. You won't be able to see properly. So just regulate the light. And in recent time, we have seen an increased incident of unlawful use of lights. We see some people have blue lights. We see people have purple lights. We see some people have like the swirling light, the blinkers light. Those are all offenses under the regulation. And for someone to use a different light on the vehicle, you must apply to the minister, to the licensing authority, which is the Commission of Police. So if you want any other light than what the regulation speaks of, you must apply to the Commission of Police. We see some buses have in the front of the grill or the bar, whatever you call it, a different light. And this light is to tell the persons or the passengers which destination the buses are going. But they're not supposed to have blue light. Because only emergency vehicle should have blue lights. And then we are getting reports that some of them have these bright light that is blinding persons. Dim your light that other persons can see. Because even if you have the green and it's dim, person's going to see it still. You don't have to have this bright beam in front, blinding other persons.
Okay.
So I'm asking the motor omnibuses drivers, I'm appealing to them, please, to dim your lights. And in that way, we might have less accident, or we will have less accident at nights.
And I'm assuming that you guys are going to be on a drive?
Yes. We'll be going out Friday night.
Okay. The lines are now open, 465-2555. If you have any questions or concerns as it relates to the topic this morning, or you might have some other concerns as well, Sergeant Henry will be here to take your calls. And for those of you in the United States, Canada, those areas, you can use our exchange line, 718-577-2916. Let's take this call. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah.
A question.
Mm-hmm.
I could add a name on the board that is for a cherry for tomorrow.
Call 465-2621. Ask for Jazzy or Ludella, and she'll be able to assist you. Thanks for your call. Good morning. You're live and lively.
Yeah, good morning.
Yes, morning.
I wanted to ask if the traffic regulations still make provision for the timing of the turning on of lights on vehicular traffic. I know once upon a time we used to hear different times being announced at different times of year, depending on the time when darkness begins to fall at a particular point of time during the year. And they used to say, for example, that the timing for the time for the turning on of lights is let's say 5:45 p.m. until a certain time the next morning. Is that still in place? I ask the question because I noticed that quite a number of vehicle drivers are traveling on the road at eventide just when it begins to get dusk, and they do not have their headlights on, and so it is difficult for drivers or even pedestrians or even other persons going in the other direction to discern, one, that there is a vehicle approaching, and two, the speed that that vehicle is approaching, so that they could take evasive measures in case of anything. So I just wanted to know if that thing is still in place.
All right, thanks for your call.
Thanks for your call, caller. Yes, it is still in place. What we usually say, half an hour after sunset and a half an hour after sunrise. So you put them on half an hour after sunset in the evening and before sunrise in the morning. But for the timing, I can't tell you the timing, but yes, we do send out a press release on the timing.
All right. Good morning, you're live.
Yeah, good morning, Juko.
Yes, morning, Culture.
Yeah, and good morning, Inspector Henry.
Good morning, thank you, sir.
As usual, in America, the police get paid off the road when drivers break the traffic rules. They don't warn and talk every minute. Look how we all talk here. Education is good. Verbal education is good. But I think we're doing too much of that. And less action. That's one. And how many police cars on the road mark patrol? By my reason for asking that question, when people know that they ain't going to see no police car on the road for maybe a half an hour, that is when they don't leg out and break the law on the road. And by breaking the law, they could cause innocent people to get involved in their foolishness, what they're doing. So I think we need more patrol cars on the road. Our island is small. We can't afford to let ignorant people like me who drive in go out there and break the rules of the traffic and cause innocent people to be suffering. So that's my advice. Thank you very much for listening.
Thank you, caller. Yes, you asked how much mark patrol cars on the road. The cars or the vehicles doesn't mark patrol. It mark police, and as long as there's a station or you patrol your district, I must say. So you don't have to have a police vehicle mark patrol. There's a police station in Date Bay, you patrol from certain area to certain area. That's your district.
Okay.
So everybody have a certain district where they have to patrol.
Good morning.
Hello, Jicky.
Hey, Sonny Boy, morning.
Good morning, Sonny Boy. I'm saying hello to you and Sergeant Henry.
Good morning,
I'm watching
sir.
you all from my post in New York City. And I'm enjoying the show. And tell Sergeant Henry that I say hello for my brother Jamda.
All right, man. Thanks for your call. Thanks for your call, Sonny Boy. Good morning.
Good morning again.
Yes, good morning.
Thank you very much for responding to my question earlier on.
Yes, sir.
I wanted to inquire, though, whether it would be important to do a sensitization campaign to persons so that they are minded to adhere to those particular stipulations. One of the challenges that makes it even more difficult is when certain vehicles that are of a certain color, a dark or gray color, you literally cannot see them approaching, and in many cases they are the ones who are the culprits who are not putting on their lights in at the appropriate time. Thank you so much.
Thank you, caller. That is noted. Yes, we'll sensitize, and we usually do it. Every time the timing change, we send out something.
Good morning, you're live.
Hello, good morning.
Yes,
Good
morning.
morning.
Thank you, good morning, Sergeant Henry.
Good morning.
Morning.
I'm glad you touched on top of these lights here. These bright lights. They call them LED lights. I used to drive at night time. I can't drive at night time now because these are now, why did I realize they're doing, they're putting them to the bottom of the vehicle them now too. So that's double jeopardy there. These lights are very, very bright. So I'm glad I dealing with these kind of lights here, them kind of bright lights. They main factory made lights. They're buying them and putting them in. And you're affecting drivers at night time, like you said. Everybody got the road to use, everybody using the road. Yeah, and only them one alone that use the road. So I'm glad I dealing with these things here. So people could get back on the street and go where they're going at night time. But thank you.
Thank you, caller. Yes, we should have consideration for other road users. It's not them alone using the road, as you say. You have pedestrians, you have other road users as drivers.
Good morning.
Yeah, pleasant good morning.
Pleasant
Good
morning.
The traffic department have any thoughts about getting like remote ticketing? You understand what I'm saying? Hello?
Yes, like sending the ticket into the mail?
No. Your people on the road, like the police or the traffic wardens, you have a remote ticketing in your hand. So when you put it in, anybody commits a traffic offense, they put it in one time or they could tag the number or whatever, and it goes straight to a computer. Something was rolled out in Guyana late last year, and it was rolled out in Jamaica. It was last month. The people on the road, the ticketing, you have like a machine then. So when you put it in the machine, they don't have to write it up. You put wherever, you write it up in the machine, yes, and then you give it a ticket printout. And then it will go to a computer. So this computer afterward will show how much times you do this and how much times you do that. Because I don't think when you are writing up these things, they just get right up properly to say, find out, but then when you go in a computer, you could say, okay, this person do this amount of time. We carry them to the courts, take away their license, or whatever. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So I think you should look into that. And the next thing, whatever laws you have to send to cabinet, please send it about the noise. Everybody making about the noise, but they're not saying. The problem with the noise is that, just like how you said they can do this to the vehicle, you can't be having speakers outside the vehicle and making noise morning, noon, and night, Sunday morning by church, outside people's house, all kind of hours at a time. And the noise is not inside the vehicle now, the noise is on the outside. People cutting out their bumpers and putting speakers. So you all need to pass a law or something like that. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thanks. With the remote ticketing, you said if we out there, we could just put it in the system. But when we go back to our office or to our station, we put it in the computer because we have a VRS system, which is the Vehicle and Road System. So each ticket that we issued on a daily basis, it is in the computer, so we can tell how many speeding tickets maybe GQ might have, how many tinted. So we have that, but we don't have it, as you say, on the road. But when we go back to our station, we put it in the system.
All right, let's go to the phone line. Good morning.
Hi, good morning. Pleasant Wednesday morning to you guys.
Good morning to you.
some real crazy driving happening in the place, you know. And it's not good because we see what happened over the weekend. I stood there by the Sands Complex, there by the Port Zantes area, or by the Sands Complex on Saturday. And a vehicle overtook two other vehicles. I guess he could have seen from behind him that the green light is on. So the green light's on, so why would you have to overtake two other vehicles? That was crazy. I stood there with my mouth open like, what? Good thing, okay, they were traveling from east to west. Good thing, I guess he could have seen that nothing was coming up from west to east. But that's still not right. I mean, you're so hurried that you have to overtake people. I never seen that. It is crazy. It is crazy. It is crazy. Have a good day.
Thank you, caller, for drawing that to my attention. But when you do something like that, that's dangerous because you don't know if something is coming out from another place. Yes, you might see way ahead in front of you, but maybe something might be coming out from Port Zante and turning.
It's risky, right?
Yes.
Good morning.
Hi, good morning.
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 On those lights here at Bird Rock and by the museum,
Yes, sir.
why don't we make it just very simple and follow the lights? You want to put conditions about if nothing coming and all that kind of stuff. These are the things that are going to lead to accidents here. We have the lights. It's a very simple matter. Let's not complicate. Just use the lights. Then again, over there in Connery, you have some markings by the airport roundabout when you're coming from Connery. There's an arrow on the right side pointing to the left side as if you're coming from somewhere off the bypass road, you know. And we're calling you ad nauseum, kindly make the roundabout single file given what you're right. It's as simple as that. You have a number of roundabouts in the country and all of them as they have different rules. Thank you very much.
Thank you, caller, for that.
Let's say this next call. Good morning, you're live.
Yeah, good morning.
Morning.
Yes, morning, chaps.
I just had to turn off my radio. I'm very concerned about the parking spaces all over things. It's like in town and so. Enough times I try to go there and there are people, able-bodied persons, park up in those areas. Now I want to know if the police cannot do anything about it. And if not, why can't we pass laws so that the perpetrators could be prosecuted or charged some kind of money or something, because if you don't stop them, they will never stop. Then if you understand what I'm trying to say. But if you don't stop them, they will never stop. So then it is very important that we put laws in place to prohibit stuff like this. Thank you very much.
Thank you, caller. Yes. There's an offense failing to comply with traffic sign. Because if the person is not a disabled person, they should not be parking in that space. But for now, we don't have anything on the book, or we don't have the decal to give you all as yet. So, and we don't know if it's a disabled person parking the space. The only thing we can do, if somebody is down and they see that the person come out and they're not disabled then. But if the person park up there before the police get there, there's nothing much we can do about that. Okay, sir?
10 minutes moving up to the hour. We have that amount of time left before we can wrap up the program. Or if that's it for this morning, we'll call it that for today, and we'll return next week. The topic at hand this morning, if you just turn on your radio or tuning in, we're looking at proper lighting as it relates to vehicles on the road. You made mention earlier of the lights for the different locations for the public.
Yes.
Public.
I don't know the colors, the different colors, but
Oh, okay. Because someone asked that question.
Purple, green, not blue, red. Blue is out of the question.
Okay.
If you have a blue, it's illegal.
All right.
And as I said, for you to get this light, you have to apply to the licensing authority. You can't just go and put it on.
Okay. Good morning.
Morning again, Victor.
Yes,
Good
morning.
Good morning to my good friend there.
Good morning.
Mm-hmm.
I just called to just say happy International Women's Day to her, to the other police officers who are ladies or women, crossing the those who are soldiers, anywhere they work, as young as they are, and thank them for the service that they are doing in our country to keep it happy woman to all of them. A special day is wished to you there. I think, Fred.
Thank you, Colin. Same returns to you.
All right, thanks very much. Have a good day.
Same to you.
Good morning. You're live.
Morning, Mr. Liebert. Good morning. Good morning,
Good morning.
Sergeant Henry.
All right. We seem to have lost that call. Let's try this one. Good morning.
Yes, that's a good call. They drop out. Come back. I want to say something to my superior, Miss Henry there. Miss Henry, I think the police has enough power in hand to make a lot of changes on the road. When I say changes, I mean those laws that have been broken every day by people who ignore the law. I don't think you all should wait until go in Parliament to pass these laws. Like, for instance, everything, the noise, they cut out the bumper, and they put the speakers in the bumper to make noise, just one. You don't have to go to no Parliament for that. The police have the right to tell me I'm disturbing, because if anybody go down Church Street with a vehicle and park up in front of the building, just stop to talk, and they have a load of noise. Police are going to make them move from there, because they're disturbing the government work. And also, the lights where they got out there flashing, I don't think those lights supposed to go in Parliament. Police supposed to stop me. Look, take those lights out your headlamp, because they are affecting other road users. Please. You all use your powers. You all have it. Just like immigration have the power that anybody come in the land, immigration have the right to put you back on a plane. Have a good day. I'm enjoying the program. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Carl. Yes, but things have to be gazetted. You can't just go and arrest somebody for something that is not gazetted. Yes, the lighting is gazetted, so we can do something about that. The noise, if you park up your vehicle and you're playing noise, that is different than if you're driving, because you're disturbing other persons in the area. But, and then the thing is you have to warn the person. You can't just go and summons them. You warn them, you talk to them. And if they constantly do it, then you take them before the magistrate court.
So I guess culture is getting a 101 police lesson this morning. Good morning. You're live and lively.
Yes, good morning, Mr. Liebert.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning to the Sergeant. The Sergeant, you make a big error there just a little while. Speaking about gazetted. Y'all is the law. Horticulture. You all is the law.
With all due respect, sir, I'm not going to entertain that one. If the lawyer in front of me is sitting down saying that's what they have to do, and you're not a part of the system, I'm not too sure how you can come and rectify what the officer just said. So let's take this next call. Good morning. You're live.
Yeah, good morning. I just have to piggyback on that last call there. I am not calling for I to lock up and summons nobody, but I'm speaking directly to the drivers and them. I must demand a light. I don't drive in the bypass road after 7 o'clock in the evening, because them people there, them kind of bright, I don't know what you call them, that they really just make driving difficult. I drive on the Bay Road or Central Street on my way home. So I'm just merely asking the drivers and them out there that is dangerous, eh? When them lights drop in your face, you don't know whether you're on the side of the road or you're on the middle of the road. So I'm just asking drivers. I can't ask the police because it's hundreds of cars that be on the road at night time, and you can't catch all of them. But I'm just appealing to the drivers and them. Dim your light, man. Dim your light. It's dangerous. Dim your blooming light. Thank you.
Thank you, Carla, for that.
All right, so we don't have any more calls at the moment, but we have 5 more minutes, so I'll wait a bit to see if we get any more calls. If not, we'll wrap up the program for today. But
I want to highlight where the regulation states. Regulation 18.1, as I said earlier, every motor vehicle shall be equipped with at least 2 lamps at the front of the vehicle, 1 on each side, and when a motor vehicle is in motion on a road at night, the 2 lamps at the front of the vehicle shall be lighted. So driving with 1 lighted headlamp is also an offense, because you don't know if it's a cycle coming towards you or if it's a car or jeep. So as long as you have 1 headlamp lighted, it's an offense, and that's a ticket offense for $100.
Thank you so much for sharing that. And I think that's it for you this morning.
Yes, sir.
All right, great. No problem. Just making sure. Happy International Women's Day to you as well, and to all the ladies in the police force of St. Kitts and Nevis, St. Christopher, I should say, and to all the women that are listening right now. You are appreciated. You are appreciated.
Thank you.
You are appreciated. Get you next week?
Yes.
Same time, same place?
Yes, GQ.
All right, man. Thanks for listening. Thanks for being a part of our programming. We have our 9 o'clock report coming up next. Compliments to Grange.
So why all the hurry? Speeding is the main cause of plenty mishaps.